At some point I thought, especially this. When I learned this, I didn't really like it because I used to feel like I'm a robot. And then one time, I don't know how, when, but when I was taking the interview from him in the I think the first 3 years of my monk life, I was doing interview actually with Sung-san. And then one time I really didn't like it. So I usually just skip it. I didn't hit, but I think he was brilliant how to deal with these people. Like each person has different karma, so he kind of understands Korean people really don't like it. I mean, I know many of you don't like it, but I think Korean people don't like it even more. I don't know why. So I think he kind of perceived it. So sometimes I skipped it, but don't do that please when you do with me. Sometimes I skipped it, I skipped it, I don't hit it, but he didn't actually tell me that do it. But then I did a few times, I didn't hit the floor, and then I just answer that's kind of, And then one day he told me, you didn't do this. So I was kind of not really happy, and then I told him, I feel like, I learned that and then I do that like a machine. And then he told me, do it like a robot. Do it like a robot. I didn't really get it at the moment. Because it's really, you don't want to do it if you hear that even. But then I just did it. Now I tell people to do it. And because I now get why it's important. And I did it even if I didn't like it. I just kept doing it. I think one time Daebong S님 told me, if you, in your daily life, if you face very simple situation, let's say you are going to somewhere, maybe from Gyeong to Seoul, then you have to think about how to go there, by car or by train or by bus, right? And those things are kind of simple in life. It's just you can figure out, you just surf internet or ask someone, and then just arrange it. You don't really need to go back to this point. But let's say you encounter some emotional situation. Let's say maybe you just broke up with your boyfriend, or your maybe parents just passed away, right? Or you were just going to be promoted in your job, but actually it just canceled. And then a lot of this emotion appear. At that moment, you don't go back to this point, your mind, immediately your thinking and karma control you. You are not really able to see that situation as it is. Because of your emotion and karma, immediately start controlling your mind. So, Gong'an same. In the beginning, we ask very simple questions. And then some people may think like me, oh, they got already enlightenment because teacher said, good! Which is good, actually. But then later you say, there are a little more complicated questions start coming. And some questions sound really stupid, but actually you don't know. Or you have no answer. So that you feel more like you are stupid and just offended because you have to keep saying don't know. But the question really, doesn't make sense. So when you face that kind of questions in Gong'an, then this thinking mind immediately appear and control you. And then you are just keep adding your thinking to this question. There are many examples to me. And then actually I'm getting further from the point of the Kongan. So, but if I really just immediately come back to here, no matter what was asked, or even my daily life, if I face some situation that touch my nerve, my emotion, and that really helps. The first, I just come back to this moment and then see the situation. So yeah, I hated it, but eventually I just kept trying it. Now I see why this is important. So I also kind of pushing people to do it. It's really difficult to let go of things. The Kongan interview is exactly like that. You really hold on it, and then in daily life also you really hold something and attached, cannot let it go. I remember one story, maybe some of you read in Primary Point, the magazine, that I think one of our teachers, I think during Inca ceremony, he shared this story I like, because how much human being hate letting go. So one man was hanging on the edge of a cliff in the mountain. So he was just about to die because under him it's like an abyss. It's a deep, deep, deep valley. So if he lets go, then of course he will fall and die. But he was just hanging on the cliff, at the edge of the edge. So just in despair, he just cried out, "God, God, are you there?" And nothing happened. So again he cries out "God, God, are you here?" By the way, don't look for anything here. But anyway, "God, are you here?" And then suddenly a voice appeared. "Yes." And then this man, "Oh God, you are here. It's wonderful. Could you please help me? I will do anything you say." And this voice say, "Let go." And then this man again shout, "Is there anyone else here?" I love this story. Even God, if you say to you, "Let go," then you look for someone else. So if you don't know how to let go, either Kongan or in your daily life, it's very difficult.